world? My name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel video, everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing the fourth episode of What If Doctor Strange lost the love of his life instead of his hands. So with that said, let's get started talking about the fourth episode of What If. Okay, so for me, what I liked about this episode was that it pretty much was a new type of story. It's probably the most darkest episode that we personally have ever gotten, and I thought that it kind of worked. The big thing that I liked about this episode was that hearing the familiar voices of Doctor Strange, Wong, Ancient One, and Christine Palmer was fantastic. I just loved hearing these voices, and whenever I hear like these familiar voices, I think of them in like the recording studios, and they're performing all these lines, and it's like, this just sounds amazing in the way it just sounds. Except the scene in Captain Carter episode where she was like, "What in heavens?" where her voice changed all of a sudden. But anyway, we're not talking about that episode. We're talking about what if Doctor Strange lost the love of his life instead of his hands. So for me, I enjoyed it. I liked the cast coming back. I also liked how it was just this tragic story. How Doctor Strange lost the love of his life, and he tried to do whatever he can to bring her back. And it set him on a darker path. Honestly, I feel like this episode should have been, what if Doctor Strange took the dark path? What if he became what if he did the stuff that the Ancient One did, except more of that? And that's kind of cool. As the Ancient One was around, she took power from the dark dimension, and it took a toll. And that's why Moriarty left, because he doesn't like the way that he's doing. And I like that. That's a little interesting message. And then the cliffhanger at the end, where Doctor Strange basically tries to save the universe, and he gets trapped up in this pink ball thing. I don't know what it is, but that's really everything that I have to say for the good. Now we're gonna have to move on to the bad. Okay, don't get me wrong, I like this episode, but here is where my problems come in. So let's kind of talk about the what if scenario itself. So the what if scenario is basically, what if Doctor Strange lost the love of his life instead of his hands? And if you know, in the Doctor Strange film, the way Dr. Stephen Strange became Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme, protector of the universe, protector of the New York Sanctum, is because he got in a car accident and he broke his hands. And that led him to go to Kamar-Taj, to be with the Ancient One, and to protect the universe from Dormammu. That's how the film happened. In this universe, the way he becomes Doctor Strange is because of his loss of Christine Palmer, which that's Doctor Strange's love interest. And honestly, I'm not saying anything bad about her. I love hearing Rachel McAdams come back as Christine Palmer. But here's where my issues where that scenario comes in. In the Doctor Strange film, Christine Palmer is not a likable character. Nothing about her character really is likable. Besides that scene where Doctor Strange and her have that moment where Doctor Strange, his ego is just being like not that great, and he like, this is the part where you leave, and then she's like, this is the part where you say sorry. And it's a very emotional scene, but the character Christine Palmer was just not great. And then, so like, I don't understand, like, I feel like we're discovering something new of these two characters. Like, you never loved her. You were just the co-worker of her. Like, that makes no sense. Anyway, getting back to the bat on it. And then just the way it sets it up, like, and then he's like, I should be complete again. Like, it's kind of familiar stuff that we've seen in superhero stuff before. And I just don't like when stuff like this happens, when I just see it familiar. Like, I will be whole again. Like, what? So that stuff bothers me. And then also, we didn't get the scene where Doctor Strange, where this evil version of Doctor Strange meets Captain Carter. I was expecting to see that in this episode, since we don't know if Doctor Strange, this evil version of Doctor Strange, is going to appear like in the finale, but it doesn't seem like, I don't know, I can't really predict of what other episode they can meet up, but that's really all the battle I have on this episode. I was just so mixed, and likewise, the animation with the magic and stuff, I never really liked, because in the Doctor Strange movie, we had, like, Matrix and Inception and stuff. This episode didn't do that. It was more like, because Doctor Strange has all these different powers, you basically had, like, sling rings and sling ring yellow shields with, like, octopus tentacles and red magic, and I just don't think that works. Kind of like octopus tentacles and chaos magic, and I just don't think any of that works well together with the action. Likewise, the animation itself didn't really work for me. Besides the car crashes scenes where it falls in the water and it looks like it's bouncing up, that's really the only thing I liked about the animation in this episode. But everything else, not so much. Probably the designs of the characters are good, but not everything else is bad. But overall, I did enjoy this episode. I thought it was great. I loved hearing the cast come back, but I wish that if you made Christine Palmer a more likable character and a much more interesting character maker love interest, it would have been a very good episode. But that's my review. Thank you guys so much. Anyway, before I give my final score, be sure to comment down below what were your thoughts on What If Episode 4. Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Or right there between? I want to hear all your thoughts down below in the comment section. With that said, let's get on my scores. Alright, so we have one more thing to do before we end this video, and plus I'm done with my scores now. And that's to talk about some theories that I have for future episodes, for the next, 5 episodes, I believe? Yeah, the next 5 episodes. So let's start talking about some theories that I have. Okay, so easily the first theory that I kind of have is, I heard something about today that Doctor Strange was, trapped in this, cube thing, and my theory is that because we kept seeing, the tentacles of the monster from the first episode with Captain Carter, my theory is that because Captain Carter had to go into the Tesseract portal to stop this thing, my theory is that she's gonna jump into a point in time and they're gonna meet. And they're gonna find, and then that's where the Watcher is gonna have to find. The Watcher is gonna probably tell this evil version of Doctor Strange of how to fix all of this. And then Captain Carter is gonna come into it, and that will just create a very cool team, and that will start the superhero team of this multiverse. And honestly, it's just gonna be glorious. I just can't wait to see that last episode. I can't wait to see these new types of characters just interact. I just can't wait to see that. And literally the idea of Captain Carter and T'Challa as Star-Lord interacting with one another, that's just a dream come true for me. I just can't wait to see that. I don't know if T'Challa is gonna talk in the finale or whatever episode he's gonna be in next, but I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see the finale, And I hope that the next episode is going to be what if Killmonger and Tony Stark are friends, where Killmonger saves Tony Stark from the Ten Rings invasion. I don't know. I hope that's the next episode because I want to find out about that. But that's it for my theories as well as my review and scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is Marvel6 and my TikTok name is RollerFan. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my bad section to follow me on all social medias. I'm also on Letterboxd. It's also it's the same on Instagram, Marvel_6_, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.